Hello students, this is your science video. We are going to start with the chapter number 8, winds, storms and cyclones. So we are going to understand first about the wind. So I hope you all are having the rough idea of the wind, that wind is the moving air is called wind, right? So these are the introduction part of the chapter that is talking about the incident which has occurred on 18th November 1999. We by the Orissa was hit by the cyclone, which the wind speed has 200 kilometers per hour, right? So how many there was 7 lakh people were homeless, and on 29th October same year the second cyclone was with the wind speed of 260 kilometers per hour hit the Orissa again. So it was accompanied by the water waves are about 9-meter high. So these are the picture. This is the picture which is taken by the satellite of a cyclone approaching the coast of Orissa. Clear? So this picture is provided by the Meteorological Department of New Delhi. I have told you that all the weather forecast is done by the Meteorological Department, and they have the record of the weather and climate of a particular place. So without wasting the time, that we are going to start with the cyclones. So but what are cyclones? So how are they performed? Why are they so destructive? In this chapter we shall seek the answer of some of these questions. We begin with some activities involving air. We have performed so many activities about the air, that air has the pressure, and air is having some myths properties which are totally different from the way we are thinking. So we begin with some activity involving air. These activities will clarify some basic features concerning a cyclone. Before we begin that, remember that moving air is called wind. So what air which is moving with any speed is called wind. Clear? If it is moving with low speed, then also it is called wind. If it is moving with the strong speed, that is also called wind. Clear? So air exerts pressure. Air is always having pressure, whether it is low or high. So whenever an activity involves in heating, you should be very careful with the presence of their elderly person in your family. You have to perform the activity, or you can carry out the activity with the presence of your teacher, right? So this is the some careful instructions which is given on here. So you need to boil the water in the following activity. You have to take the tin can and place it on a burner, and you have to pour some water inside the can and light it up with the candle, and wait for that water to boil inside the can, and after it you have to place the lid on that can and put off the burner. Clear? You have to put off the burner and put the lid on the top of that can. Now you have to take that can in a wash basin, okay, or in a metallic vessel, in a shallow metallic vessel, and you have to pour some cold water on that can. So you will find out that the can is distorted. Clear? So it is because of that. Let us now try to explain why the can or the bottle get distorted. Why it is distorted means why it is losing its shape. As the water is poured over the can, some steam in the can condense into water. So as we have poured the hot water, some steam is condensing into the water, right? So as you know that hot water condense with the water, right? So reducing the amount of air inside. The air pressure is very high as the water is hot, but after pouring the cold water, the air inside the water, the air inside the can is very hot. So after pouring the cold water, the amount of the air will be reduced. The pressure of the air inside the can decreases the pressure exerted by the air from the outside the can. So air is, whenever you are pouring the cold water, it is exerting the pressure, right? And there is a pressure inside the can as well. So both the pressures are exerting from the above side, it is exerting to the below side, and inside the can they are exerting the water from the inside. So as a result, the can gets compressed. Air is not coming out of that because the lid is still there. So this activity again confirms that air exerts pressure. Clear? So as you know that we have all different examples, that when you fly a kite, the wind coming from the back helps you, right? So the kite fly higher. If you row a boat, it is easier to row when the wind is coming from the behind you. If it is the air is coming behind you, and if you are rowing a boat, then it will row faster, right? Did you find that it is difficult to ride a bicycle against the direction of the wind? So whenever you are riding a bicycle, right, so when the wind is opposite from the direction which you are going through, so it is difficult for you to ride a bicycle, right? So whenever you are filling the air on the tube, it is getting tight. So also you know that bicycle tube overfilling may burst. You all know this small activities, why they are happening? Because air is exerting pressure. Clear? So in this activity we have understood that air exerts pressure, whether it is in high or in low. So high speed winds are accompanied by the reduced air pressure. Clear? So this activity will be done day after tomorrow, and you have to just understand that moving air is called wind, and air exerts pressure whether it is low or high. That's all. Thank you so much.